Bulking completely transformed my body. In this video, I'll be showing you how to bulk correctly so you can achieve what I have. I thought the only way to bulk successfully on a low budget was just to eat pure shit, just shitty foods. Just because these shitty processed foods would result in weight gain, just because they would make me bigger and stronger in the gym, just because they did that, I thought they were amazing. Because a lot of these people with shitty processed diets, yeah, they look good on the outside, they look aesthetic, they've got fucking six-pack abs, they've got a V-taper, wide shoulders, whatever, like they look good, but on the inside they've got high blood pressure, all these diseases that they're gonna encounter from eating these foods. Now that my diet is clean, I always have energy. It's like I'm constantly fueled throughout the day because of the foods that I eat. I would recommend clean bulking to anyone. It's like all the weight gain now is pretty much just muscle. I barely notice fat gain now. How amazing is that? That I can just bulk without gaining fat. Just lean quality muscle. I see people dirty bulk all the time and just put on a shit ton of fat in the process. Not only is that so unhealthy, but it's counterproductive too. Think about it. Yay, I get to eat all my favourite foods. But now because you have bulked up, you've got to spend more time cutting down, which is going to result in more muscle loss anyway. For the people who just eat junk on their bulk, you're not even building quality muscle of that food. And whilst you're doing that, you're just gaining a lot of fat and high blood pressure. What's going to fuel your gym session more? Chicken, potatoes and veggies. That sounds like a pretty nice meal. So either that or a Big Mac and fries and maybe even a milkshake too. Why not? Just add a milkshake into the mix as well. So what's going to fuel your workout session more? What's going to give you more energy throughout the workout? Of course, the chicken, potatoes and veggies. Why? Because it's whole food. Because the energy from that food is released differently in our body. It's going to be released slowly so that we're going to be fueled in our gym session for longer. Whereas the shitty McDonald's is going to spike the fuck out of your insulin, leaving you more hungry, tired and energy deprived. The worst of it all is that these people make excuses. They say that they can't eat healthy whole foods because they're too expensive. Stop with the fucking excuses. That's such a bullshit excuse. But how much do you think these foods cost? An arm and a leg. Literally, because you make these dumb little fucking excuses, go into the supermarkets, go into Aldi, drive there, no, walk there, walk in there, look how much oats cost, look how much potatoes cost, look how much rice cost. It's fuck all. These foods that you think are expensive are actually cheaper than the foods that you're buying from McDonald's, from the takeaway. They actually work out a lot cheaper. These foods are definitely within your budget. If you can afford to eat McDonald's every day, then you can definitely afford to eat these whole foods every day. I am a prime example of this. I am a broke 20-year-old and look at the shape of my body. I have done this through proper nutrition. Anyone can do it, so stop making these dumb excuses. It's just an excuse to binge eat on Ben & Jerry's, for fuck's sake. Another shitty excuse that I hear people make is if they do eat clean, it isn't going to taste good, it isn't going to be tasty, that they're not going to enjoy the food that they're eating. That's bullshit too. All the meals that I make are clean, nutritious, healthy and also tasty as fuck. I love eating the meals that I eat. That's why I'm so consistent with my diet, and that's why I am in the best shape of my life. Because I love working out, I love training, I love going to the gym, and I love eating these foods. I love eating these nutritious whole foods. So a clean bulk can contain really tasty meals. Just because they are healthy, nutritious and good for you doesn't mean that they don't taste good. Every food doesn't have to have in the name to make it taste good. The meals I make are absolutely delicious. I love eating the foods that I eat. I wouldn't want to eat anything else. And at the same time, these foods in my diet are making me more and more jacked. Nutritious foods that are good for you, taste amazing and add muscle. My weight gain has never been as consistent as it is now. It doesn't fluctuate like it did before. I weighed myself in the gym literally a few days ago. I now weigh 80 kilograms. I've always been used to be in the 60s / low 70s, but that now I'm 80 kilograms with minimal fat gain too. It's just insane to me, and it just proves that this diet and these foods just work for your body. These are the foods that you need to be eating, especially if you want to get in shape and just live a healthy life. So yeah, I now weigh 80 kilograms. big boy now. I'd say what's really helped me a lot too is the MyFitnessPal app. If you didn't know what the MyFitnessPal app is, it's basically an app which allows you to track all your macros and foods that you eat onto like a database. You basically just search up what foods that you've had. It comes up right then and there. Put in how much you've ate, how much grams you've had, servings you've had, etc. And it's just really easy to use. You can just track everything there, and you can just see how many calories you've had, how much protein you've had, how many carbohydrates you've had. So with the MyFitnessPal app, I've been consistently tracking my macros every single day for over 4 months now. It just makes it so convenient. With the app, it just tells you if you're in a surplus or not. So before using this app, my weight gain wasn't consistent at all. Most of the time, I wasn't in a calorie surplus when I thought I was, just estimating everything I had. So as you can imagine, this held my progress back quite a lot. But don't just download it and just fucking keep it on your phone and just don't click on it. I want you to put it on your homepage so it's always in front of you, always reminding you that you need to be tracking every single meal, every single item of food that you're eating. I just want it in front of you all times. Obviously, because you're addicted to your phone, so I know that you're always going to see it if it's on your homepage. Like every second of the day, you're going to see it. If it's always there, you're always going to be tracking your meals, and that's going to be so powerful because then you're going to know where you're at. I want you to get into the consistent habit of tracking the foods that you eat. This is how you get into shape. You can't just estimate everything like I did. When I was estimating everything, I just wasn't gaining weight consistently. I was hitting plateau after plateau in the gym, and I wasn't getting stronger, and I wasn't happy with the shape I was in either. I wasn't in a bulk, I wasn't in a calorie surplus, so I wasn't able to put a good amount of muscle on. I pretty much just was a pencil. So download the MyFitnessPal app, immediately put it onto the home page of your phone, and every food that you have, put it in straight away onto the MyFitnessPal app. Like before you've even had the meal, or ate it or anything, put it into the MyFitnessPal app so you don't forget servings you had, how much grams you've had of everything. Like weigh the food out if you have to, because if you're not weighing it out, how the fuck do you know how much you're having of that specific food? That's just going to throw your calories off completely. You can't eyeball stuff. You want to be weighing everything out and tracking everything so that you can make consistent progress like I have. If you get into the habit of consistently tracking your macros and calories on the MyFitnessPal app, you're going to be thanking yourself so much. So with my consistent weight gain, I've been using it to my advantage, which everyone should be doing on a bulk. I see so many people bulk incorrectly. While they eat shit food for one, so they're bulking incorrectly there. But with the weight that they've gained from the calorie surplus from bulking, they don't use that to lift heavier in the gym. That's the totally wrong way to go about it. Progressive overload. This is the whole point of bulking. Eat more and then lift more. I can't believe people don't use a bulk to its fullest advantage. The thing about eating these shitty processed foods is that these type of foods spike your insulin. When your insulin is spiked, it shuts off the signal that you're full. And so when you eat this shit food, your body doesn't tell you that you're full. How fucking scary is that? So when you're eating the cookies and the donuts and the muffins, your brain's telling you that you're still hungry. So you just keep eating more and more of the food. This is why so many people binge eat and get obese and overweight. The brain's telling them that they're still not full. They just keep listening and shoveling the mouth full of this shit food. I'd say with trying to find your own clean bulking diet, find ways to make your food taste better. It's like with me, I'll have oatmeal, and in the oatmeal I put peanut butter, banana, cinnamon, sometimes blueberries, frozen fruit. In the finishing touch, one piece, maybe two if I'm feeling a bit cheeky, and just watch it melt. Every mouthful is just so delicious. When a healthy, nutritious diet just becomes a habit for you, that's when you're gonna see insane progress. So if you've got a really poor diet of just eating McDonald's, cakes, cookies, I'd say just slowly add the good foods to your diet. Bulking is not meant to be easy. It is meant to be difficult, just like going to the gym is and lifting heavy weights. It's meant to be something that brings you discomfort, and at the same time, by eating them shitty foods, you're just fucking up your health. Do you really want to fuck up your own health? You're going to the gym to better your health, but you're countering that with your diet and the foods that you're consuming, which is having a long-term detriment to your health. Bulking is meant to be difficult. Yeah, it's going to seem easy just eating all these extra calories, just all these easy calories that are just pouring into this calorie surplus. It's going to have drawbacks, and them drawbacks, shitty health and just low energy.